go in live with our Executive Vice President, who's welcoming our competitors and their families here to Walnut Hill College. Now, this is a annual tradition. I'm going to get you background on it, but we're going to go live here, so I'm going to bring you in and have you talk to Dr. Morrow.
Follow Jessica upstairs and get you started on your competition. But before that, I just wanted to welcome everyone and kind of give you a layout for the day, introduce a few people you need to know or you might want to know that you're going to see roaming around supporting the event in the front of the house, as well as supporting our competitors. By now, I'm guessing most of you know Jessica Doherty over here on my left. She is our senior high school something. And she helps, she really pulls this competition together for us. A couple of her colleagues in the back, Courtney and Lisa, admissions representatives, admissions ambassadors for the college. In the back, going from your left to your right, wearing white coats, current students, and all former competition winners. So we have third place, second place, and 2 first place winners back there. I'll let you figure that out for yourself. We've got Emma, Abe, Sean, and Aiden. Right? I got them all right? Yeah. Cool. One of the interesting things about Walnut Hill College is I didn't have to go ask their names. I didn't ask any of your names this morning, right? Cool. I'm the vice president of the college. I just know who they are. That's who we are as a college. So when you're asking yourself, is this the right place for me as a student? Is this the right place for my son or daughter as a parent? The answer to the question for me is always, if you want that level of intimacy between the college and your sons and daughters, we just know their names because we know them. We know who they are. Right? And we all get to know each other here. We really have a big kind of family type atmosphere. So they're going to be here helping us this year upstairs in the kitchens. I'll be down here kind of, we'll call it emceeing the event, but just kind of getting in the way from time to time. I'll be doing a few things for you, introducing our demonstrations. We have 2 demonstrations for you this morning, one from a student leader, we'll tell you more about that a little later, and one from one of our current faculty members that helps us in our dining room operations courses, and many, many other things around campus. Throughout the rest of the day, we are going to have a live stream event going on, so we'll have this whole event live stream. Assuming I'm still capable of getting it up on the screens, we will have the live stream up here the entire time on this screen. And over here, we'll have the live stream of the event from the kitchens most of the morning, but when we have our demonstrations, we'll pop our demonstrations up there so you can see everything. Okay? If you haven't figured it out already, just a couple housekeeping notes. Directly over here under the green awning behind that pole is the gentleman's room. Around the corner here, through the bar, through the gold room, is the ladies' room. So if you need any of that, we'll also have food out here all day, beverages over there, and a little something special for the parents around about 10 o'clock, and you'll find out what that is then. So, last but not least, I want to introduce one more person, well, 2 more people, because she just snuck in the room and she hates being told and introduced. Miss Peggy's opening the door. Miss Peggy's going to roam around here all morning, helping us out as well. But last but not least, Mr. Blackburn Wire to my right. He'll be your live stream expert. If you haven't figured it out, you're going to be on camera all day. That's why we have all these cool little signs. And he'll be wandering around talking to the competitors. Anything you need to tell them?
Yeah, just so you guys know, I'll be going around. If you look at me and you're like, please go away, just shake your head, all right? I'm not there to make your life worse, not make you do things. I'm also not there to interrupt what you're doing. I'm just trying to give some views to the folks down here and the folks at home watching, all right? If you are so moved and you are open to like asking a question, great. If you look stressed, then I will try to keep moving, all right? Also, if I am walking around and you need to get somewhere, you win. You are the priority, so just move me, all right? Your priority is best. Please do not stab me. That is the only thing I ask. Just let's move me, not stab me. Good. All right, but yes, other than that, we'll just be going around talking to folks, seeing what's going on, and trying to give a view of your great work back there.
So last week it was a cake decorating competition. And worst thing that happens is you got a little buttercream from a rubber spatula. If you're carrying a knife, I'm assuming you all know how to carry a knife properly in the kitchen. Tip down, that's how you're walking around. useful. Let's prevent some accidents today. We have 4 or 5 great judges upstairs right now ready to, sorry guys, judge you. That's what they're here to do. And we'll introduce them after the competition and thank them so you'll get to know who they are once the competition is over. So, where are my competitors? All right, who's ready to win? See, all you guys like this. And over here is like, I'm with it.
Got the hands up going on over here.
Do it. All right, get yourself ready to go. I'm going to ask all of our competitors to stand up and go over to Jessica. She's going to take you upstairs and get rest your throat, sit back, relax, get some coffee, get some juice, get some pastries, and I'll work on getting these two things working the way they're supposed to work.
All right, at this point, we're going to take a pause here while we follow the competitors as they get up into upstairs. But a little background for those of you that may be watching this going, what the heck is happening? Well, one, this is a competition. That means that everybody that you're seeing here in a white coat, let's flip around and see them going upstairs. These fine, fantastic young people are here to compete in a culinary competition. We'll go through some of what they've been given in a few minutes, but these are high school seniors who have been admitted or have already registered to attend Walnut Hill College this fall 2025. These students have done fantastic work in their high school programs. Some of them, about half of them, are from what we call vocational technical programs, where they've been trained in culinary arts or other pastry arts types of activities. And some are our general competitors. They can come from a school that might have a consumer science program, or they may have just been trained at home. So we divide them into 2 divisions. These 2 divisions, they get to compete here today for scholarships to the college, to add and to make the college just a little bit more affordable and recognize some of the incredible excellence these people bring to the table. Now, our next stop is actually where these competitors are going to meet one of our executive judges, chefs on campus, and he's going to tell them the little rules. Let's see if I can catch up on that.
So today you're doing chicken dijonnaise with sauce supreme, and also a couple of dimensional knife cuts. You have these handy little things. Just a note, in your nervousness, these are not to scale. Don't just follow this and be like, oh, it looks like the picture. But you do have the dimensional knife cuts you need to do, plus following the recipe. No pre-made ingredients, everything like that. Remember that you're here to compete. You're also, if you look left and right, these are your fellow future colleagues in the hospitality industry. Competition is about being competitive, but it's also about supporting each other. This is a wildly competitive industry, but it's also fiercely supportive of its people, and very protective of its people, and the people you work with become your family. And so just remember that even though you are competing and there is money on the line, you're here to support each other, and you're all learning at the same time, okay? Have fun. Be careful about how you work. You're being judged on plating, flavor. What's the most important thing? What are you cooking today? Chicken. What's the most important thing with raw chicken? Sanitation.
Yes.
Right? Raw, cooked. Okay? There are probe wipes in the kitchens, wipe your thermometers, things like that. Sanitation is very, very important. Okay? Don't want to go on spring break with chicken, right? So you are being judged on sanitation, how clean you work, and also how you break down. Okay? Any questions for me? I'll release it back to the talker.
All right, so first and foremost, when you go into the kitchens, knife skills is first up. You all have a carrot and a half sheet tray on your stations. They are numbered. This is blind, so we go by numbers here. You want to execute the small dice and julienne. After that, I will collect those and give them to the judges, and then you can move on to your chicken dish, all right? Also, can everybody take a big deep breath for me? And exhale, wiggle it all out, all the nerves and everything. I'm gonna make you laugh throughout the day, because I think the one great thing about this industry, though, is we always have fun. Have fun. Yes, it's serious, but at the same time, it's still a lot of fun, all right? Great, everybody go to their stations.
Good luck with the knife cuts that we have.
No, you each have a carrot on your
Chef Braley, do you have 2 seconds? Chef, this is our executive chef, Chef Braley. Now, Chef, you've been with the college for a number of years. Okay. We're not going to age you or date you on that. Anything that you think that these competitors should be knowing, or how are they feeling going into this? You've been overseeing this for years.
I think just the biggest thing is overcoming the nerves. It's early in the morning, everybody's nervous and they want to do well. And I think sometimes that gets in the way of actually it's just chicken. Just cook the chicken, it's fine, it's not a big deal. All we do in cooking is moving food from one place to another and occasionally apply heat. That's all the cooking is. So I think they get bogged down in that sometimes. So if they just take a deep breath, relax, focus on what they're doing, focus on their recipes, they're going to do great.
All right. Thank you much, Chef Braley. Fantastic. Wait, one last thing. You set up the market baskets, which I will show people in a minute. Can you explain what that is for a second?
The market baskets themselves are just kind of like what you might find in a market. So there's an idea of menu marché, which is like whatever's fresh in the market is what you come and make a menu with. So the students are required to do the chicken and the sauce, but whatever's in the market basket is up to them and their creativity to use up.
To use up as a side with the chicken,
side.
right? As a side.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Chef. I will not delay you any further. I know you're getting off and doing your own stuff today. Thank you. So folks, that was kind of a rundown of what they're going to be facing. It's a chicken Dijonnaise recipe that they've already been given prior to coming to campus. Many of them have been practicing ahead of time. But in a minute, I'll show you the market basket. They're required to make a sight unseen. Now, we didn't get too crazy, but we did provide sort of a couple of challenging items for them to think through. You're going to see these students really putting their best foot forward on a number of different areas. But let's take a look at this market basket that we've been talking about. All right. Look at that beautiful market basket. Now, part of the challenge is also when you're ready to do your sides is getting there before other folks. Now, we always ask our competitors not to have waste, and that's part of the judging. So they can't just come up and grab 44 carrots if they're only going to use 2. But it is a challenge to be able to adjust to what's available. Both of our rooms, we have 2 rooms set up today for competition. Both of our rooms have the same market basket set up. As I said earlier, one room is our general competitors. These are students that went to a high school that did not have a technical program. They might have a family and consumer science program, but more or less they have learned through their own experiences, maybe at home, things like that. And then our technical division, they have actually usually come out of a program that might have had a 2-year culinary program, some of them even helping to run restaurants already. So we like to keep it a little bit separate, give people a little bit of a fair shot. That actually means we have 2 overall winners, 2 second place, 2 third place, 1 out of each division. And as a fantastic piece of this, every single competitor today, if they finish, gets a scholarship to the college. Yes, the winners get a little bit more, but every single competitor gets a scholarship. We always say this: we can teach you to be a fantastic chef here at Walnut Hill College. What we can't teach you always is the willingness to put yourself out there. And these students have put themselves out here, and so they're already winners. Just by being here, taking this chance, doing it, they're going to be going. But here, they're all getting started. Time just started. It is 9 a.m. our local time. As Chef said, it's the morning. All right. They're all getting acclimated. Knife skills is one of the first things that they're going to be working on. This is the early chaos in the kitchen. Also, you're seeing some folks making sure that they're getting their hands clean here. Sanitation, as Chef pointed out, is one of our key items.
Knife cuts first and foremost.
Knife cut. So this is the.
Make sure you have your lanyards on. That's how the judges know who you are.
This is the general competitors room. All right, so we're going to be seeing a lot of these fine folks as they get throughout the day here. And I'm going to take you into our other room here, and you're going to see our vocational technical division. And we'll talk about this room in a second here. You got some of the judges here taking to things. How you guys doing there?
How you doing?
Doing good? All right, it's early, so what are we looking for? Is there anything we're really looking for 2 minutes into the competition?
I want to see some passion. I want to see some care. Like, I want them to really look like they're excited to be here.
Okay.
I want to see good knife skills. I don't know. Like, you know, we're early, so.
Confidence, right? Confidence and execution. That's what it's about.
Yeah. Fake it till you make it when you're nervous, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
we're
All right.
excited.
Gentlemen, do you want to introduce yourselves real quick?
Chef Simon,
All right.
Jerry Racono.
Okay. Where are you guys coming from?
Jersey.
Jersey.
South Jersey, yeah.
Yeah,
Jersey,
I'm all
boys.
over Jersey. I own the only Winnipeg. So we have 3 locations. And
Fantastic.
Yeah.
We're doing plugs. Well, I own
Yeah,
sign
plug it,
that.
what?
Yeah, there you go.
I own sign that says catering.
Fancy. We love it.
Let's do a plug more like why do we have the right to put our judgment on people is more so why I plug it. But we do have F-Press Mimosas on Saturday.
Yeah. All right, let me go check in on the things because otherwise I'm going for mimosas. Thank you. So this room here is our technical competitors. They have a very similar setup. So not like they have any different sets of tools or anything like that, but it's just that we like to give people a little bit of a different, even playing ground. So we have sort of tables working here. Competitors are not working together. Each one gets a similar size workspace, sometimes facing each other. And here we go. All right. So this is through the judge's window. They get to see into these rooms. There's also a window into the other room. The knife skills are about precision and talent and being able to handle your knife with care while executing key cuts related to various parts of cooking and preparing food.
Have a big stack right there. Folks, those sheet trays are for your knife cut. They are not for trash, they are for your knife cut. Also, some big and number. Do not overtake, you have converters to use. You're still judging them? Sorry.
All right. We have two current students here, Sean and Emma.
Sean, grab me a big bowl. Scraps and stuff can go into the bowl that Sean's grabbing for me. We'll use it for sauce. Just put it on the front table, please. Are you done?
Emma, as a past competitor, tell us what the knife skills portion of this is like.
I think it can be really intense, making sure you have everything, but it's something that you really focus on, and I think it's one of the more important parts because knife skills is something we really focus on here, and practicing them. I think like my first term, I spent 5 weeks working on my knife skills every Friday. So I think that's one of the like biggest portions because still it's all about like what Chef Monica says. It's all about technique. And I think that's one of the more important things.
All right, thank you, Anna.
Just make sure when they're done, just pour all of the knife cuts into the bowls, and we'll get it into a Cambro, and they can use it for stock. You guys come back with the picture. Chicken and herbs are in the reach-in. Chicken and herbs are in the reach-in. Are you making fun of my accent like that? I'm from the outskirts of Philly.
And we're gonna go back and check on our technical division here.
Chicken and herbs are in the region. Chicken and herbs are in the region. Do not move on until the right time to vote. The judges need it.
We're gonna do it all.
So you're on the station?
Yeah, leave it.
And I have to put it right here. Is that right?
Nervous?
Whatever you want.
Don't be nervous. Check out some of the outcomes here.
Everything's in the region, like you don't need it out. Clarify butter's in the region, it's not in the region. turned out you have until 11 o'clock. It started at 9, so we have until 11 o'clock.
On the website, it said like an hour before. It also said there's like 4 different areas for knife cuts.
Once they see that, do not start the main portion until they see your knife cut. If you guys want me, I can start pulling them, lining them up. Do that. Yeah.
I said the same thing. I was like, it's not hard to get.
So you have the competitors starting to go for the market basket for their sides. Sorry. This is the nerve-wracking part.
We already have one.
This is my burgers here.
Miss Doherty.
Yes. You're all done? Thank you. In this kitchen are up for your disposal, folks. Remember, we need 2 plates. One goes to judging and the other goes for display and picture.
One right there.
Of course, sir.
I'm coming right where you. Of course. I have to. I mean, do we need a watch? Just like
All right, let's go see back into the other room here. Folks are progressing past the knife cuts portion of the competition and getting into preparing their sides.
Remember, folks, 2 plates, 2 plates. Hey, Sean. Your nerves are going to reach in. I don't pull out your tie here. I don't want to Or the other way next door.
Sean, you were a past competitor. Any early thoughts? Going back to your time doing the competition, what were you thinking at this point in the competition?
I was thinking about what I'd be doing for my side dish and getting my chicken out so that I could start getting it prepped to be cooked.
All right. Think bring back any good memories?
Yeah. A lot.
Was it stressful back then?
My first year competing was stressful, but my second year when I did this, I got the hang of it and I was confident going into the competition.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, we're seeing these folks coming a long way. Well, Judge, we met two of the judges already. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Drew Smallback, executive chef from Marsh Valley Country Club, private club chef, 30-some years. Donated a little time to the kids in the future, you know. Excited to be here. Just here this earlier in the week for an ACF meeting too, so it's great to be back.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. What are you looking for at this point in the competition?
To see what these kids have been exposed to, what they're good at, see their confidence level. It's a little bit of nerve-wrackingness for this at their age too, but it'll be good for them as well if they can use this as part of their experience as well. It's no different than public speaking, so if they can follow through and also making sure that they have good sanitation standards. Now they're dealing with chicken.
All right. Well, thank you, Chef. Good luck on the judging.
Thank you.
That's a nice job.
Somebody forwarded it. I forget who it was. Yeah, so Dr. Morrow forwarded me your information. So, I have the clarified butter. I'm going to put it on the front for everybody to use. Keep in mind, folks, I have clarified butter right here. I'm going to put it on the front table with this chicken stock. This is for everybody to use. This is not just for you. This is for everybody in the kitchen. Yeah, you do it, Dixie. You do it for everybody. I'm like, oh. No, but I was always busy. I was told I was and then he said, And wrap up. These cages are up for grabs.
What are you looking for? It is right up there next to the chicken stock to the left of it. That's the clarified butter, if that's what you're looking for. I'm the last person to ask you about anything else, but I can tell you where things are.
I'm doing a mashed potato. Also nice heels. Technique. Behind those fingers so the texture friends later. Okay. All right.
Having a good time yet? It was a big inhale and exhale.
Yeah.
A little nervous?
Very.
Okay. Focus on what you're doing. Don't look at the camera. All right. Good luck. Is that okay? What are you looking for?
I'm just doing some thinking.
Sorry. We're going to switch over and check in on our technical division. Last time we were over here, a lot of them were still working on knife skills. We clearly made progress since then.
Go ahead, have fun. I'm excited. And look, the asparagus are beautiful. So these are days when it's starting to be asparagus season too. So have fun.
just like one plate get like judged and the other plate gets like.
Pictures, and it goes on display in front of your parents. So you kind of want to make sure both your plates look exactly the same because at the same time it's like your parents are going to be looking at it. Well, also shows consistency. Consistency that you can execute the same plate over and over again. Everybody has food on our own. His hat had broken.
Oh, I'm sorry. Nope. As I said, you were the priority.
They're number one.
Yeah.
I was like, they just told us we were number
Oh, you know.
Well, I'll take the second place.
Now, this is from earlier in the competition, but you can see all of the fantastic different knife cuts that we've had. These are what they submit to the judges.
Yo, I'm gonna have some extra tarragon if you guys want. I'll put it on the station. Got it? Of course. Station's like, so there's space over there.
Make me look thin on camera. Make me look thin. Every time you wave the camera on, I suck it out.
I know. I just, you know what? You're just getting relaxed. I went like this way. I know. Stay here.
Shit with my palms on
Turtle.
this phone.
Sorry. Thank you.
No.
I'll shoot you and I from below so I can't be taller.
You're like, this guy's a monster. And then you go to the side. Yeah, my friend is really tall, and every time he takes a picture, I swear to God, or he's like taking. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
So I had like all my chemicals, like cleaning supplies, busting on the floor. They thought I had all my ingredients on the floor, and I showed them like this.
Yeah.
I don't care, I know it's ingredients. So they took off 10 points. I'm in second place. Yeah.
Woodwork.
Oh yeah, this is live with sound on. Hi everybody. I'm a random person talking about how short and fat.
Oh. Yeah.
I think like the sauce just like something you have with it. I don't want to have two sauces, but I do want to do something with cream. You can have it together.
I'm not really worried about it that much. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just here. I need something talking.
Check in on our other room here.
Thank you.
I'm gonna move out of here. Yeah.
Some people just go in here and do like that. It's a little communal dinner over here that's funny over the side of this, and that gives
I have to be pretty much.
Chef, can I interrupt you?
Hey, how you doing?
You are the last chef that we have not met, and I'm sorry about that.
Say the best for last.
So do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Chef Robert Parker from the Country Club of York. Been here for a few years judging. I'm actually an alumni of this school, so it's good to always pay back. Having a good time with this class as far as the students that are actually doing this competition today. And yeah, looking forward to it. They're rolling, they're getting relaxed, they're more at ease right now. They're a little tight when they walk in the door, but they're starting to come into their own. They're definitely focused. Definitely focused.
At this point in the competition, we've done the knife skills, we've done the early prep. What are we looking for at this point?
So now I'm looking for sanitation, mise en place, and more or less the technique, the skill set. If they're searing properly, getting a nice color on their chicken. Their techniques of using the different things they can use for veg and starch. If they're using potato, if they're using rice, if they're cooking it properly, they're using the actual techniques. Some of them are using a lot of cool flavors. One competitor is using some cumin and some like Middle Eastern spices to their starch, which I think is going to be awesome. But also too, safety. Safety's first. So a lot of them are cleaning their boards and cleaning their knives, and I'm watching how they're carrying their knife. The knife is down to their side and backwards while they're walking through the kitchen. If they're being voiceful by saying, hey, knife in my hand, hot object in my hand. And then also too, they're using a side towel when they're carrying a lot of their pans and trays. So.
All right. A lot to be watching for. Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
All right.
I'll let you get back to it.
All right, rock on.
feel like next year we should top that also. We'll all be in our black place.
Yeah, there you go.
An hour and 15 minutes.
That was one of the first weeks seeing everybody in the new black coats. It's always a nice like transition. Yeah.
Keep on rolling here.
We're gonna walk over to the technical division, get a little sense of what's going on over there.
I would have followed you right over there.
I would have went right for him.
We're the medals.
You having a good time?
I am. Wait, let me see how you doing.
I'm starting to sense some energy in here.
Okay.
It's been a little tense, but now we're getting to like, this is my favorite part because this is when they can be kind of creative and kind of make their own sides. So I love to see, like, some students are doing potato pancakes, some are doing gnocchi, some are doing risotto. I'm like, all right. I love it. You know. So this is my favorite part.
All right.
When they're creative and they can kind of make up their own sides. So it's starting to get exciting.
It'll also give you some variety to taste later, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all here. Just has to taste good.
Yeah.
Use this water to like mix potatoes. Yeah. Next time. Or you can use that stick. That's the dishwasher stick. Looks delicious.
I agree.
They can't see it's boiling water.
Oh, it's boiling water. Okay. Oh, wait.
He's like, all right.
Yeah.
Is it salted? Does it taste good? Is it water tasty?
That clear soup tastes great. Love it. We're not supposed to taste it, but I tried it. Good how much.
You're not supposed to taste it?
Super nerve wracking when I watch things. Turn around. What's first prize? First prize, how much?
Say that.
It's first prize, how much?
$5,000.
It was like, I think you get your picture in the paper. That's great, wow.
So it's $5,000 first prize, and then $2,500 second prize. I
Wow.
think it's 15, and then every competitor gets $1,000 for the finish.
They should be definitely more nervous than they are. Now I'm nervous. That's amazing. Great, wow. How did they get chosen to be here?
so all of these students are either admitted or committed to the college. Either they've registered or they've been academically admitted. And so because the scholarships go directly to Walnut Hill College, are for attending Walnut Hill College, I want to make sure that they're all academically able to attend. And so these are all seniors in high school. And so they're considering Walnut Hill College for this fall.
As they should.
You still nervous? Good. Kitchen is finally warming up. Freezing in here.
It's freezing here. Well, it's early. It's a, you know.
It's like,
I don't know, Chef. You want it to be cold or you want it to be hot in the kitchen? Which one do you want?
look, you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen, all right?
Can't take the cold, get out of the kitchen. Can't take the cold, get out of the kitchen.
So the short answer, folks, is no temperature is correct.
No, just right. It's the third porridge.
For the 5 minutes a day that the kitchen is perfectly temperatured.
Little bear.
Yeah. Get a little different vantage point here. Look at how nice and clean some of these workstations are in between steps. All the organization that goes into the different parts of the dishes. Oh, which way do you want me to go? I'm sorry. Try not to knock over the market basket behind me. Courtney.
You get one like right down the middle. I'm thinking about if you do it with wide angle and vertical. You put like a logo in the middle. Like horizontal angle.
Wait, what's the question? Okay.
Yeah, once I cut it, can I just put it back in the fridge if you're not using it right away?
Yeah.
Just to get on my knees.
Yeah, no, that's. I put it in the tray. You want to lose points? We're gonna do that. I'm defending. Yeah.
Let's go check out.
Sean's got it. Oh, there's a touch bottom of it? Yeah. I know
That's more or less for my compost. We do another one for your chicken scraps. All right. So just keep it. Yeah, and then we'll transfer. Thank you.
So, Chef, what are we looking for right now?
To live and survive after eating the meals.
Okay.
Food the trophy.
No, but what are we looking for at this point in there and what they're doing? We're looking for
If they're
sanitation,
following-
clearly.
Yeah, correct. And then also seeing if they're following the correct rules on what the competition is based of. You know, and seeing some people them kind of sliding out of the guidelines, out of the guidelines a little bit, but they're trying to be creative too, which is great to see ambition and all that. But you got to know the basics first. So we're looking at that, and we're looking at the people that are cooking their chicken too early rather than waiting a little bit closer to execution time, so it's still moist, you know, and then sacrifice timing for quality product. So this is kind of what we're looking at right now, you know.
All right.
What prep you can get done now, then wait for closer time to execution, all those things.
Okay, have a little bit of that patience.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
a little more personality from you. Some of my energy. When there's like that half hour, I start singing Final Countdown.
You still got more than an hour left. You still got more than an hour. Slow and steady, right? They might be on this rack, and if you don't see them there, then I will get Miss Doherty, okay?
We actually, I found one that will do that for live streaming, but it requires a strong Wi-Fi signal.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And it
I'm big.
you know the movie I'm writing, right?
I know what you're talking about.
But it's a good setup, but it's also, I was hoping that that's another thing that would be a helpful one. It's really, if you were to like put a vlog or you're making one like sitting like one here, one there, and like one up there, and the same room, it works really well. But even for that, you like you can't leave it for that. You can just like, yeah, like if you put the sounds like, and so we have this one, but they just don't play with this. For us, for a multi-room setup, we actually need one wired, which we could do. But I'd rather, high 80%. But it's better. You get your extra shot. Yeah. I'm like, all right. Good.
All right. We're going to go check on the other room, see how they're doing. All right, we'll do a little tour here on the individual stations. See how people are prepping. Chef, any current thoughts?
Yeah, I'm just really looking at the technique for their chicken dish. A lot of them are searing properly, and they're also using the pan to make their pan sauce. So the technique is to actually take your poultry out the pan and make your sauce in that same pan. What you do, you glaze the pan, you scrape the bottom. It's called fond, all those little impurities at the bottom, which actually brings up the flavor even stronger. F-O-N-D, fond. And then you reduce down and finish it with the cream. So again, we're looking for technique. If they're hitting technique, high heat in a hot pan, not a low temp in a low pan, because again, these are stainless steel pans that it will stick if the pan's not hot enough. You want it to be jumping, and that's the technique of searing high heat. A lot of small amount of fat, which could be butter, oil, or anything. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for now.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Chef.
Uh-huh.
thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I've never seen this man.
My wife is your volunteer.
Yep. Sorry.
Make sure you look it up. Asparagus with saltine is overwhelming. Maybe do a little shallot or salad.
Down top. Coming down top.
Yep, okay.
Say again? More half chicken.
Behind
I'm gonna
the
get somebody
beer can.
taller than me to get that down. I was about to say, I'm glad that there's tall people in the kitchen.
I should get Sean over here and have both behind me because like I feel so comfortable.
Chicken, we're killing chicken. Well, apparently they're going to be eating the chickens, right? Yeah.
You forget you're not at work, and sometimes you're like, what are you doing, man? judging and working is very different. Some good stuff, though. I mean,
What are we seeing so far?
we're seeing a lot of things, but it's nice to see the young generation be able to handle their own in the kitchen. They put out some really good stuff, really consistent stuff, which is more what I look for. Because you could do it, whether you could do it fast and whatnot, but rather kind of find that middle ground, but come out real consistent, because that'll help us produce a dish in the dining room. Also timing, I see some people working a little bit
I'm seeing
more
a
on
lot.
that.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of taste as you go. I love that. I'm big on that. I always tell everybody, always try as you go. So you check for seasoning, check for your consistency, check for texture. So I love seeing
Yeah,
that.
we'll see when like stocks are inconsistent and stuff.
Yep.
So you always gotta test it because you don't know if today's stock progesterone stock and stuff like that. Because you can always adjust. I mean, pastry is exact science. The way we
That's
were
why,
just
that's why I'm not a pastry chef.
Yeah, I mean, that's
I know, yeah.
why I'm rushed out of the restaurant management major.
I don't got time for that.
45 minutes, guys. 45 minutes.
Pastry's a whole different art form.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Pastry's a whole different art
Okay,
form.
okay, flambe.
Well, flambe.
Flambe.
No
Show-
alcohol.
I know, where is the wine? Can you guys have this wine? Is it in here?
Oh, I think it's like over there.
Yep, sorry. What are we prepping up here?
Right now, I am prepping up my gnocchi.
All right. What are you going to do with the gnocchi?
Parboil it, saute it with some veg at the end. It's your next side.
All right. Good stuff.
35 minutes to turn out.
Yeah, go out. No, for the concert. Just say, Mrs. Doherty. If they give you a hard time. Half hour, 30 minutes.
That's okay.
I got you. Trying to get their money's worth out of it.
I'm working in the shop. They're slowly cross-training me to everything.
Cool, man. Probably need to first down, you know, second time on the way. Good. What about you? I'm in the first. Okay. So when you do that, stop. We get efficient. Sometimes you would actually work the ticket for it. You don't gotta work the ticket for it. First firing, multi-board. You gotta know that stuff. You gotta get practice. If you're gonna be supervised, and kids and all that, you can't do the job. What you're managing, you can't do the job. Kids are gonna get a lot.
I have worked on it. I worked on it. Hey, all your notes?
Can you hand me that open order one?
I'm a big fan.
Excuse me, gents.
He likes me too.
Aw.
You're just a likable guy.
You're a likable guy. It doesn't hurt that you're judging them and that they, you know, they wouldn't want to. They have no loaded reason for saying that they like you. You know.
We'll see.
I like it. He's not judging me.
He's a.
Say. Well, do you like me?
There we go. It's so unprompted, Chef, that everyone is just having these moments. It's very nice.
Very natural.
Not coerced at all.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just over 25. Sorry.
Even if there's no A, it's like, some people can say, it's like, that's okay. Even if there's no A. I have a friend that has an A. Oh,
No, no.
okay.
Then I just gave up with all that altogether. Copy it.
I really thought it was like, because it looks like it looks like that. How's it coming? I don't know, the salad's kind of got me. I suggest, you want to hear my suggestion? I would get rid of the salad. You have time to start over. Chicken's fine. Set the chicken aside. Get rid of the salads, get rid of the oil, and just put the okay? But the chicken's fine. Because you don't want that burger that taste and then the oil doing this. Chicken aside, put it on and just saute the shallots.
25 minutes, folks.
Thank you. Okay.
Behind.
I almost went to the pan in the oven with my hand. Yeah. That's how.
Assume everything's hot.
Touch out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
These are hard. We gotta get a head cam.
One of those like full body suit steady cams that like, you know.
Yeah.
Here, let's see.
Good luck, buddy. Good luck.
I know. Just hope he has enough time. So what is this? What is this again?
I'm making a potato pancake.
You're getting a potato.
Yeah.
We got two.
So is she.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh,
Right
she
next-
gave you a look. It's a potato pancake showdown.
That's a, she got the attitude,
She
chef.
said, "You're doing potato pancakes." She said, "I didn't need a ring light, but I really do like this major ring light. That was like, yeah, did you straighten, squeeze out the water? Yeah. 'Cause I would hate for you to dump it in there and then it blow up. Careful.
This is why I should have.
Yeah. Careful. And actually, I would even turn it down. You don't want it, you don't want it to burn.
Yeah.
Quicker than it cooks. These guys clean already.
You're not getting up shit. Out of your chicken.
So, did you? Oh, you're doing it now. Okay. All right, good. Oh, good. Good.
I watched my second board graded.
It's good. I'm just.
I've been
Make
trained.
sure you,
Temperature
well, no, after they go to the chicken, because they're going to cut it.
Same idea. Some people are like nail
What time do we have up?
About 16 minutes.
Thank you.
It's a nice plating up action going on here. Let's go check on our other room here.
Where all the
Yeah, no, it's no big deal. No big deal. All good. That's not near my home, and they asked me if I was interested.
Oh, yeah, it's in our booklet.
Sorry.
Wait, never mind, not done. Here she comes.
13 minutes, folks. You got one vote? Yeah. Okay, which one do you want to go to the judges and which one do you want to display? Alright. And you're gonna head in there. Can you go in there with her and, which one do you want to go to the judges? And then you're gonna go with this side to get pictures. Emma? Go behind. Eight minutes, folks. 8 minutes.
Let's go check on our other room. Oh.
Are they out there?
And for those watching at home, there will be a part 2 to this video where we will actually take a little tour of all of the display food that gets finished right before we have the final announcements of the winners. Now, that usually takes about 45 minutes to an hour after the end of the competition. So you can come back and check out that video either live with us or you can see it. It'll be up in the next 24 hours. That way you get to see all of the finished dishes and you get to see our announced winners at this great competition. Now, come on, if you've been watching along, you know that all of these students have been doing incredible, incredible work. And again, because all of our participants get at least a small scholarship to the college, that means that everyone is technically a winner today.
All right, thank you.
Yep, I'll be out of your way.
I need the linear.
I'll go get his way.
Yeah.
The linear for this one. Yeah, thank you. Behind you.
Sorry. Getting down to it here in the last 5 minutes of the competition.
I would start to think about plating.
Behind. Can I get a nice
Go ahead
shot?
in there and get a picture.
Can I get a nice shot of that?
Thank you.
That was impressive with the ring mold. All right, folks. The competition is technically over at this point, so what we're going to be doing next is that our students are actually going to be cleaning up, because that's what we do. After we cook, we got to clean. We got to make sure that it's clean for the next use of the kitchen and all of those different things. It's part of the teamwork that the hospitality industry has. Now, behind me, you're going to be seeing that the judges are going to be gathering. They're going to be tallying up all their notes from all of the different observations they have throughout the competition, as well as actually getting to taste these fantastic dishes these students made. Now, it's going to take about a half hour for them to taste everything, maybe another 15, 20 minutes for them to add it up. So if you're watching along at home, I would say check back probably about 11:45, noon, maybe 12:05. We'll keep you in the loop. And we're going to be broadcasting live the winners, as well as a nice little tour through our display room where all of the parents can get to see up close and personal the wonderful, wonderful dishes. Now, again, let me remind you, every single one of our participants today gets a scholarship to Walnut Hill College. The competition is for the top 3 finishers in both the general competition as well as our specific division for students that went through technical high schools. But again, if you've been watching along like I have, got to tell you, these students have done a phenomenal, phenomenal job. So come back in just a little bit, hit that follow button. We have great Walnut Hill College content planned for you over the coming months. And hopefully we see almost all of these students on campus this fall as they pursue their future in a fantastic industry. Thank you for being with us. We really appreciate it. Good luck to all of these competitors as they go in their final round of judging here. And thank you for everyone for all their hard work and wonderful, wonderful, wonderful skill on display today. Thank you so much.